somewhere in North Carolina near Fayetteville. I'm on I-95 headed south toward Florida, doing a little Coppercoins visit to, let's see, we're going to Bradenton to see my dad, and then we're going on down toward Port Charlotte to visit with Eric for a while and get some job work done. And got a couple of appointments with customers to do meet and greets, and then I'm headed back home. And when I get back home, I'll be a couple of days with, actually about almost a week, with a visitor in town that I've not really spoken much about on the channel, but his name is Peyton, and he is an up-and-coming coin dealer, and he's a young guy, but I tell you what, he's really sharp though, real smart guy. He's gonna come and visit with me, and we're gonna go to the Raleigh Coin Show together next weekend. And I don't have a whole lot to spend money on because I don't really have a whole lot that I need, but I'm going to go and kind of work together with him and kind of be there together to see what's going on with his business plan. And he's going up to Cincinnati tomorrow to pick up a little better than 700 pounds of coins for me. And he's going to bring them down with him next week when he comes to visit. So I'll have 700 more pounds of coins that, oh, who knows whether I need it or not, right? Safe travels. I see that. Thank you, Mr. Fletcher. Let me brighten my phone up a little bit so I can see it. Can't really see very well. Got my shades on. Just now speeding back up to traffic. So we're running about 68 miles an hour on a 70 mile an hour highway, and everybody seems to be nice and happy with taking it easy, so I'm just going to take it easy with them. I'm about 45 miles away from home and remembered that I forgot to bring my loop with me, so you know, that's a true sign of being a complete nerd when it comes to coins, is that you feel absolutely naked when you walk out of the house without your loop. You know, you could leave your bank card behind, you could leave your driver's license behind, but you don't want to leave without your loop. Your loop is like your lifeblood. But I thought I would come on here and talk a little bit about a few of the things that have been bouncing around in my head the last couple of months, or last couple of weeks anyway. Poop. Now I'll have to just get that. Got a call coming in. But I think I'm going to stay on my live for now. But we are entering an area I've never really been in before. And that's kind of, hey Kelly Ray and Carl, that's kind of one of those things where I've been doing business in pennies for so long. Pennies are what I know. Oh man, this guy's not going to let me go. I'll call him back. But anyway, I'm thinking about the idea of maybe getting a little more deeply involved in coins in general, because I have for so long made it a point to stick with pennies only, and I understand that most people don't do it that way. Oh, Mr. McBride, yeah, most people most people, they'll collect a set of pennies and then they move on to something else, or they'll collect a set of dimes and they'll move into a set of pennies, or they're not 100% pennies, and I understand that. And given that, I'm naturally going to work myself out of customers as time goes on, because I could name 24 people who I used to deal with, who used to come to the shows and used to buy from me, but they don't any longer because, well, they're done with pennies and I'm not. So I need to start thinking about kind of trying to branch out a little bit. I need to know what I need to branch out into. I know that there's a lot of people, they curl their nose up at nickels, and then there's other people who love nickels. So I know I'm never going to make everybody happy all the time, but the idea is to know your customers well enough to know what they want to buy and how they want to buy it. So that's what I'm asking. For anyone who knows me well enough is going to know me well enough to understand that I am not a know-it-all. I don't think that I know everything about what you want. I know exactly what to carry. I get lucky with some stuff, and other stuff I just happen to plod along and pick something up that isn't worth a plug nickel, and nobody will buy it, and then that's fine. But where I am with things is I'm at a crossroads in my career now where I'm doing relatively well with pennies, but I know that I'd be able to actually build up a retirement if I knew exactly what everybody wanted me to carry, to the extent that I would know what to buy and what to put together. So in that, I want to invite everyone to send me an email. Email address is cd@coppercoins.com. I'd enjoy hearing from you over the next few days and what you think is a good direction for me. What do you look for that I don't have? And that would help me in knowing when I go to dealer shops, or when I go to shows, or when I go to buy collections and stuff, what parts do I want to avoid or just offload to somebody else, and then what parts are the parts that my people are interested in having. So if you could let me know that would be a groovy, awesome thing. I guess I better head off of this for now. Shoot me an email. I will be back with everybody a little bit later on in the drive. I think probably another couple of hours I'll come back on when I get down into South Carolina or Georgia. Good morning. And I'll come back on and we can talk a little bit more in depth about it. I've got to return this phone call now, though. So, well, for that, I appreciate it. Thank you guys for showing up. And I'll come back on here in a couple of hours. Traffic is actually kind of horrific. It's backed up pretty bad. It's just lines of cars in both lanes as far as I can see. It's probably the weekend thing, because we are headed into a holiday weekend. But yeah, I'm not used to seeing traffic this heavy on this highway. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. I'll come back on here in a couple hours, and I'll make a part 2 to this live. I'll see you then.